Well, hello, guys.
Hey,
We're back on the Zoom here.
back on the Zoom.
Hopefully,
Nobody's favorite. Nobody's
hopefully the
favorite.
last one. Hopefully, the last one. We should be back in studio next week.
Here's hoping. We got to see if we're negative, all that stuff. What's new?
Oh, just living the life here.
Yeah.
I'm getting tested today. Hopefully, it comes out a negative because I've had no symptoms for some time now.
That's good.
Yeah.
I cannot say the same for myself.
You're not feeling good, huh?
Nah. Well, I feel the same, which is nothing changes. So,
That's
But you talk to doctors and they're like, yeah, this one doctor I know had it for 3 weeks, and I know the guy had it really bad for 2 weeks, and it's just like, it is what it is.
Oof.
So it just manifests itself differently in everybody.
I think you're older too,
Yeah, it makes a difference. It does make a difference when you're older. It just does.
You look tired.
Well, that's because my fucking eyes have these circles, and I don't know if that's from the operation, but it's not going away. That bothers me. I never had those.
Wasn't there bruising?
Yeah, there was, but it should be gone by now. But then I guess COVID doesn't fucking help. So.
Yeah. Cat, how are you guys?
Good.
Cat's negative, right?
Huh?
Cat's negative.
Yup. I got my test results back today. I'm negative, so I am good without COVID.
That's good. Chin, you got yours back?
Not yet, but I feel better, so that's good.
That's good.
So far, everybody that we have come into contact with, from what I've come into contact with, is tested negative.
Good.
Some twice.
Same, kids.
Brennan, we got some fights on Saturday. I'm stuck in my home, so that'll chop up the boredom a little bit.
Daddy's gonna be watching those alone, huh? You're gonna be stuck in your house.
That's right, buddy. But I'm gonna break down the fights, and I want to get I want to see what you think of my breakdown.
Let's hear it.
You want to start with the main event? You want to start with Jessica Andrade and Rose Namajunas? Let's start with that.
My favorite fight on the card, top 5 is it's the main event on the prelims. Ozdemir versus that Jerry, that Jury guy is he's from Ryzen. He's the light heavyweight champ over there. He's a monster.
Oh, yeah. I did not. I've seen Volkan obviously fight a lot. I've not seen that other guy from Ryzen. He's a beast.
Yeah, it's a fun fight.
And they're both there because I think Ozdemir is mainly a striker, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be someone's getting knocked out in that one. That one's an exciting fight.
Do you have anything to say about any of the prelim or early prelim?
They're good, man. They're really good. Santos versus Muslim's good. Bogota versus Santos is good. There's a bunch. The whole cards are good.
It's so funny. I was looking at the best Russian wrestlers of all time. I watched these videos, and almost all of them, all the legendary wrestlers, are all from Dagestan.
Yeah.
So when you say Russian wrestling, they're almost all Dagestani.
Yeah.
So fun. Like the top guys. So there's been such a tradition of that. And then it bleeds over to Azerbaijan that they're in. So I'm excited about the Andrade Rose Namajunas fight because Rose was piecing her up. And when Jessica picked her up and threw her on her head, obviously she can avoid that. She's so goddamn strong. But I don't think there's any comparison in terms of skill level, striking, etc., probably even jiu-jitsu. I think the only danger is, all due respect, but the only danger is for her to get picked up and thrown on her head again. I don't see her.
No, that's not fair to do to Jessica Andrade. You're talking about a former champ. She's not just good at picking up and throwing girls on their head. She's not. Jiu-jitsu. She has really good striking. Rose is a big favorite, though.
Yes, she comes forward though, like the way she did with
the Tank.
She just comes straight forward, and with that check hook and that jab, I don't know, man. It's going to be tough to fight Rose that way. It didn't work the first time, and unless there's a change in plans, I don't know how that works the second time. So
the favorite, I think Rose should get it done.
Yeah.
You skip one though. That Paige Van Zandt, she's the biggest dog on the card, which is interesting because that girl who she's fighting, the Brazilian, Amanda. Yeah, there she is. Paige is a plus 600. That Amanda Ribas is minus 900, which is insane.
Wow.
It's not a bad bet to take Paige on that, man.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, Ribas' losses she got clipped, and Van Zandt can crack a little bit. It's not terrible. I mean, minus 900? Jesus Christ, man.
Can you explain what that means betting-wise?
I mean, you got to put $900 on Amanda to win 100.
Jesus.
It's nuts.
Yeah, that's
especially at that level. It's not a bad bet to take Paige. Like, you wouldn't be out of this world if Paige won that fight.
Right. That's good. And then what about let's see, what's the next fight? Let me see here. Peter Yan, Jose Aldo. I just think it's Peter Yan. I think it's Peter Yan's time. I'm rooting for Aldo because if he wins, it'd be the biggest win. It'd be shocking and incredible. But Yan is such a fucking beast. His boxing's so ridiculously good. He's this Sambo guy. He's younger. It's like his time, man. And it's really hard to beat a guy with that kind of momentum.
Yeah, but he don't have that much momentum. Like, everyone's on his nuts, and he's definitely good. But, Jose Aldo, I thought he won his last fight against Marlon. And, prior to that, he's done work, man. I think, Peter Yan hasn't had, like, that huge signature win. He has nowhere near the experience. If you're trying to make money, it's not bad to bet on the dogs. Jose Aldo's a dog. I can see Jose winning easily.
Really?
Yeah.
I love Jose Aldo. I just
yeah, that one's not like if the weight cut's not a problem for Jose and he looked fine against Marlon, that's a tough fight for Peter Yan.
Wow.
That's definitely not a shoo-in for Peter. He's a monster, and obviously his boxing's really good, and he does everything great, being Russian, but it's not a shoo-in.
He just seems to have so much goddamn power. Boom, just catches you with those angles. I don't know, man. It's kind of unforgiving. So I don't know.
He doesn't have a ton of finishes. He finished Uriah. He's not known as like a big knockout artist. Like
he's not.
Jose Aldo would be the knockout artist here.
How many finishes does Yan have? I feel like
Yan has fights either. Yan doesn't have that much.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't. I just think he's so young and he looks so fucking sound, fundamentally sound. He does everything right, it seems.
It's a good fight. So out of his UFC fights, he has 3 decisions, 3 finishes.
Yeah. Yeah,
he finished Uriah favorite, for God's sakes, which is impossible to do.
Yeah, they kicked him in the fucking head.
Yeah.
But Uriah is also 40. I mean, it's just different.
Yeah, it's Uriah, man.
Yeah. And Jose has a lot of miles on him. Again, I'm rooting for Jose because I'd love to see him win, but I think if he does win, it's a big deal. It'd be a fucking huge, exciting win for him.
Yeah, but yes and no. I mean, most people thought he beat Marlon. That's why he gave him this fight. You look at the odds; he's not that big of an underdog either. That's a close fight. That's a close fight on the card.
I'm excited.
Yeah, that's a good fight. Like I said, Peter Yan's a beast, but it's a lot for him to chew off, man.
Yeah. So you think so? Wow. I thought you'd definitely have Yan without question.
No, I always go for the underdogs, man. Especially if you're trying to make money. I like the dogs in this card.
Look, man. Now we got Alexander Volkanovski and Max Holloway.
Great fight.
And they're fucking Volkanovski with those goddamn leg kicks. I don't know what Max is going to do. Here's what I think. If I'm his camp, I go like this. I say to Max, I go, you have to knock him out in the first fucking round. No, you got to figure out what to do.
No, that's silly.
Well, I mean, I don't know what he does.
That's not realistic. That's not so.
No.
Max landed more headshots and body shots. He only lost with the leg kicks. So if he addresses those leg kicks and keeps putting in some work and maybe not be so stagnant, maybe not take such a wide stance. But then again, you're assuming Volkanovski's going to come in with the same game plan, which is which he wouldn't do. He's not.
It worked though. It worked last time. It's just I wonder.
But it doesn't work that way. If he came with the exact same game plan, he's going to lose. Max will adjust the leg kicks.
You think Max will throw more leg kicks himself?
No, I think every time he's going to throw him, he's going to make him pay.
Right, so he's going to step in and jab him or punch him?
Yeah, and Volkanovski, he can't. His thing, that element of surprise is gone. So you can't do the same game plan. Otherwise, you're definitely going to lose. Guarantee you, Max has an answer for those leg kicks. I bet you Volkanovski starts using his wrestling more.
Really?
He tried taking him down 5 times in their first fight, unsuccessful all 5. But who knows if he was purposely trying to do it or if he's just trying to mix it up. But I think
he comes out of Adesanya's camp and Hooker's camp, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's it. Those guys are all fucking killers.
Again,
I don't know,
if I was betting on it, I like Max Holloway. I like the dogs on the card, man.
Really?
Yeah.
I think that he's so fucking awesome. Max is, you can make the argument the best 45er of all time. But then again, he's got a lot of mileage, and I tend to go with the younger. I don't know if even Volkanovski's younger, but I think he has less mileage.
No, he doesn't.
So I find myself going with Volkanovski.
I get it. I mean, Vegas is with you too, man. Vegas is with you.
Yeah.
Now go to the main event, son.
Well, a couple things. Number one, you got Jorge Masvidal. I'm going with Masvidal.
Oh, you're taking the dog. He's a big dog.
Yeah, but here's the thing. They say Usman's a better wrestler. That's fine, but remember, Jorge Masvidal speaks Espanol.
Yeah.
And he's good friends with a guy, I don't know if you ever heard of him, called Yoel Romero, who's also a wrestler, and he's been bringing in the best wrestlers in the world. Apparently, in American Top Team, he was Dustin Poirier's main sparring partner for the entire time. He's not been out of camp. The only question is, he was 194, I think, on Friday when he actually signed the dotted line, according to him. That's huge. So he's got to lose, or 192, he's got to lose a fuckload of weight and travel, and there's sleep issues. That makes me wonder about cardio, what's going to happen. That's a big factor. But Masvidal is just so fucking good. I think he's a way better striker, all due respect. And I don't think that he's going to be bothered by the wrestling. So I got to go with Masvidal.
You think Masvidal gets it done via TKO or something?
I do. I mean, look, man, it's a tall order. Usman is a monster and awesome. But I just for shits and giggles and for fun, I'm going with Masvidal.
I know. I love both guys. It's tough. I don't know how the fight's gonna play out. I just feel like Usman doesn't get the respect he deserves ever. Look what he did to Woodley. Look what he did to Colby Covington. Like he's such a monster, man.
Well, his cardio is ridiculous. He's so fucking big and strong. He's there's a reason he's the champion.
I know.
I mean, he got that fucking belt and did it decisively with all of them. And by the way, his striking is punishing. But I do think if he tries to stand and bang with Masvidal, he's going to lose that exchange. And the advantage that Usman may have is cardio. I don't know what his weight cut's been like. I don't know what the travel's been like.
He always has good cardio. He always has good cardio. Count on that.
Yeah, weird, like good cardio.
I'm surprised at the odds makers, man. Usman's almost 2-1 favorite.
Yeah, I don't know how you do that. I mean, I think they're thinking about wrestling. I think they're thinking about his size. I think they're thinking about his cardio. I think they're looking at Masvidal's weight cut that he's got to do. That's a big weight cut. The travel, but and also Usman, like you said, is no joke.
So good.
But look, it's Masvidal. It's just Masvidal.
I know.
And I don't know how you're not putting your gloves on his face, not as much as he's putting them on yours. He's just, I don't know, man.
Right. Great fight. Way better fight than Gilbert Burns.
Yeah.
No disrespect to Gilbert Burns. It's just the fight we wanted,
If this fight doesn't fucking kick the COVID out of my chest, then I'm in some trouble.
No, hopefully something does, buddy.
Yeah.
I can't wait. How's your cough, Papa? Cough is getting better or no?
It woke me up last night. It's a very strange thing because it just lingers, and it does to you what it wants. You're on COVID's train, and COVID is doing what the fuck. You're at the altar of COVID, and you do what the fuck he says, and that's the way it is. So
it's just so weird how it affected. But obviously, I know I'm a little younger, but I started that hydrochloroquine right away.
Yep.
I started that right away. I started IVs right away. I get a lot of sun. I always go outside. I'm always in the sun.
Yeah, I've been trying to do that too. But I didn't do the hydrochloroquine because I should have done it when you did it early, but I wasn't told to do it. So I asked a couple of doctors. They said, don't right now. I was like, oh, well, but it seems that whatever you were doing with IV drips and hydrochloroquine and all that, I mean, really helped you.
Yeah. Well, hope you
never really had a cough, did you?
Never had a cough.
Yeah. See, I got a cough immediately.
Yeah, I know.
So, again, there's no, like, every time I talk to any doctor, they kind of shake their head and go, they don't know.
No.
It just is weird for different people. So, yeah.
Well, you got some current events, Chin, Cat?
We do. One sec.
The best underwear on the planet.
Oh,
the best
man.
underwear on the
I know
planet.
you're lounging, B. I know you're lounging. That three-piece set is sitting comfy in those Modal MeUndies.
Well, MeUndies are the best underwear on the planet, and here's why. I've had tons of underwear. I've had underwear sent to me. Every name brand you can think of, and the one that never seems to wear out, the one that has the best resilience are MeUndies. They're my go-to underwear.
I agree,
Literally
man.
my go-to underwear.
You can get a subscription plan, so you get new undies delivered every month, whether you're a freaking extra small like Brian or you're
No.
X like myself.
No, don't say extra small. Don't say that. No.
Oh, sorry, buddy. You can't even match your undies with your girl or your dude, whatever you want. They got it all. We're talking about micro modal, the softest undies on the planet. Go to MeUndies.com/fighter for 15% off the best underwear on planet Earth.
I wore your brothers MeUndies on the show a long time ago.
They were worn out.
And well, no, the thing is that what I liked is that they seem to have literally grown to his situation.
Yep.
And so, and as you know, I have a situation.
They were baggy in the front.
I had plenty of room. It's like wearing an old pair of like jeans that look good jeans that kind of like mold to your body over time.
It's like an old pitcher's mitt.
Exactly. It's like they're made of clay, but the softest modal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so,
sure. Play underwear. That's a terrible idea. MeUndies.com/fighter. MeUndies.com/fighter. Hey, B, I know right now you're not feeling good, buddy, but when you start to feel better, I want you to quit guessing about how many calories you're burning, how much sleep you're getting, what kind of workout you're getting. I'm going to hook you up with a little strap that goes around your wrist, dude. I'm talking about Whoop, the best accessory to your workouts you're ever going to get, buddy. I'm talking.
I want it now. So I can see if it can measure my incremental recovery.
Well, they can definitely do that. Take the guesswork out. It connects to your phone via Bluetooth. All you got to do is download the app. You go to whoop.com. Again, that's whoop.com. Enter the promo code FIGHTER. You get 15% off the subscription. And with the subscription, they monitor all your stuff, man. You're going to do a workout. How many calories are you actually burning?
Yeah.
While you sleep, it monitors your sleep. How many hours are you actually getting of good sleep, uninterrupted sleep? We monitor all that. Then you want your recovery. You plan to push it hard the next day. Know exactly the best time to push it. They're monitoring your heart rate 100 times per second with the Whoop strap, man. It's easy. It's
well, I know two people, you and somebody else who does a lot of exercise, who had other sort of watches that measure this stuff. And apparently the technology in Whoop is not even in the same area code.
Yeah, it's not even close. I reached out to them for the Thick Boy Bike Club because I was like, this app would tell me, oh, you burn 2,300 calories. I'm like, God, it seems off. And then I got Whoop, and I was nowhere near that. So that's why I started it for the Thick Boy Bike Club. So go to whoop.com. Promo code is FIGHTER, 15% off the subscription. Enjoy. Take the guesswork out with the best workout accessory on the planet. I'm talking about Whoop. Whoop.com, promo code FIGHTER.
Tell you what, buddy. I need my vitamin D. That's where Onnit comes in. Vitamin D has actually been shown to help ease the symptoms and apparently the recovery in some studies of COVID.
Oh, dude.
So I'm doing a lot of my fish oil. I'm doing a lot of vitamin D.
And you're sick and you're a bad spokesman on it right now. But
I am.
I'm not. I take it all the time. My immune system's kind of balling right now, and I feel good. And thanks to the best supplements on the planet, I'm talking about Onnit. Promo code FIGHTER. You get 10% off the entire damn site. Workout equipment, workout devices. You need on-demand training because you can't go to the gym right now. Cool. Onnit 6 on-demand workout, kettlebell, steel maces, protein powder, krill oil, fish oil.
Also like exercise equipment. My buddy called me and said, hey, I need exercise equipment. I'm looking at, he was looking at Bowflex and Amazon. I was like, go to fucking onnit.com and take a look at the stuff they have. Because they have workouts that are a half hour that correlate with whatever it is, the equipment that you buy. And you can get we've done the workouts, I don't know how many times.
Yeah,
and,
I love
they're just, it's as good as it gets. As good as it
Best
gets.
protein powder. They got apparel. They got everything, man. How many times got to tell you? Onnit.com, promo code fighter, 10% off. You're welcome. On it.
First one.
Okay, so this headline is a bit deceiving, but back in, I believe it was 2011, Guy Fieri, mayor of Flavortown, got his Lamborghini stolen while it was being serviced in San Francisco. The guy who stole the car was at the time 16 years old, just like a random kid came into the dealership, stole his car. Police officers couldn't find him for a whole year, even though there have been reports that people have seen the car in San Francisco for an entire year, just kind of driving around. They finally arrested him, and he actually ended up getting life in prison because he also tried to kill a couple of people. So on top of
Kill a couple people.
yeah.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. The killing will get you life in prison.
Yeah.
I thought they got life in prison for stealing Flavortown's Lamborghini.
Yeah, that's what the article made it seem, but no, he was arrested and given life in prison because of attempted murder.
Well, you know, they in the quality of life crimes of New York City, there was this theory that people that do little crime also do big crime. If you do little shitty things that you can get away with, if you're a shitty person and you take what doesn't belong to you and you lie and you steal, especially stealing, if you take somebody's possessions, you know, or whatever it might be, chances are you are a very deeply unethical person to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can draw a parallel. My experience has always been, if you really look at a person's life and how they live their life, how many people do they help? How are they behaving in general? What do people say about them across the board? And you know, usually those people have a track record of being shitheads. So it's not surprising that if you're, I know 16-year-olds do crazy things. So I'm not saying you steal a car at 16.
16?
Of course not.
Was he 16?
16 at the time, yeah.
At the time, but now he's probably older. And you know, but sometimes people are just shitty. And they've done some research on even children that are sort of psychotic. There are like these sort of, not jails, but almost like these hospital / you know, holding areas for kids that are so impossible that they had to be put away from people. And the New York Times did an article about it. And they exhibit, even at like 11 and 12, even younger, they exhibit classic sociopathic tendencies.
Well, I'm sure they all have shitty parents. I'm sure that's
that's the crazy thing, is a lot of them don't. A lot of them have very normal parents with really normal siblings, but the problem is one of them will try to kill one of their siblings because it gets them an advantage of something. So there are bad eggs born, and it's a really complicated, rough thing to talk about because, you know, the question becomes: are you born a bad egg sometimes? The evidence scientifically apparently is maybe.
No, the evidence shows it's most of your upbringing. That's the majority.
It's both, but we definitely know.
I mean, there's some people for it, but the majority would be your upbringing.
Yes, 100%.
100%.
But you're 100% right. But there are sociopaths. There are people that just are not born with that capacity to love and care for people, or even think about other people.
Well, that Flavortown kid's going away for life, so.
Jesus. Yeah. You stole a car at 16. Oh, by the way, tried to kill a couple people. Not one person, but a couple people. That's where you go. Oh. All right.
All right, next one.
This is just an update from a story we talked about a couple of weeks ago where there was a woman who called the police on a bird watcher, and she ended up having like her dog taken away because he asked her to have her dog on a leash. Do you guys remember this?
Yeah, she's really gotten beat up over this.
Yeah, so what's happening is Manhattan is trying to proceed and press charges against this woman for her hate crime. and the man in the situation, Christian Cooper, is actually not cooperating with the police because he says that he thinks the public lynching that's happening on her end is punishment enough, so he doesn't want to actually help with the office pressing charges.
This is a good man. This is a reasonable man. This is a real man, and this is who most of America is. Black, white, whatever. I appreciate a guy like that who's like, look, the girl was fucking crazy, probably having a moment. She's not like that all the time. Maybe she is, but does it matter? She's a fucking weirdo, or she's not now, or she was in that moment. You know, and he's like, this is like, we're like, he's not going to be part of a political lynching, is what he's saying.
I mean, she's already lost her job. She lost her job. Like, what else?
What else you want to do with somebody like this? And she's been blasted everywhere, which means you're done, because you had, who knows, maybe she's hysterical, maybe she has terrible fear and anxiety, maybe she's not right mentally. We don't know, right? Nobody knows who loves to just destroy people. There was a really interesting thing about how all these intellectuals from Wynton Marsalis, Noam Chomsky, writers and artists and intellectuals signed this whole thing about how they're against cancel culture, how basically they are for free speech, the free flow exchange of ideas. We should all be able to express ourselves, even if they're not popular. Let's have a debate. It's just America. And all of those people suddenly were like this Vox writer who's a trans woman. She one of her colleagues signed it, and she goes, I'm not calling, on public blast, she goes, I don't want to be fired or even reprimanded, I just don't feel safe with him there signing the same thing that J.K. Rowling signed, because J.K. Rowling said a woman is a woman and a man is a man, whatever she said. And so I don't feel safe. Oh yeah, but it was retweeted 13,000 times, so you don't want him to be what? You don't want him to be canceled? So the people that signed this thing that was just for free speech are now being attacked. And some of the people that signed are like, I had no idea that J.K. Rowling signed it. I'm so sorry. You bitches. You little bitches. Sign the fucking thing. It's just about free speech, the free flow exchange of ideas. So I'm going to talk more on this eventually, but right now, it's a funny time.
What else you got, Kat?
Okay, so the other day, Madonna posted this topless selfie, and I just thought you guys would enjoy it.
Is she
Madonna?
Is she
just?
I don't know. She's posing with a crutch. I'm not sure what's happening, but yeah, she decided to put this out there.
How old is she? 70 now?
61.
She's only 61?
Oh, I thought she was
61.
She refuses to get old. Poor Madonna. She's not going to go gently into the night, is she?
Yeah, she's doing some weird stuff online, man. She posted
Her
in the bathroom.
have you seen Britney Spears?
Oh, that poor thing.
What happened?
It's crazy. Have you seen that, B?
No.
Oh boy.
What happened?
It's very interesting. It was brought to my attention. I don't like gossiping and I don't know what's going on, so I want to be gentle with her and I don't want to ridicule her. It's just interesting. I was shown my girl showed me all the all the videos on Instagram, and I was like,
Just her Instagram?
Yeah.
Go to her Instagram, Chin.
Yeah, like just watch this one. Watch the one in the yellow. Watch this.
I know she broke her ankle.
Yeah.
Go ahead and take a look at this. So there's just music, and she's doing this. And that's all she does.
Okay.
And then you might want to watch some of the other ones.
So I have to make sure we don't play the music because I can't
Okay.
use music out of these anymore. There's anything without music? They all have music, I'm sure, right?
Yeah, they do. Like this one too. It's really interesting. I'm like, well, I don't know.
She's just bored as shit.
I don't know what's going on.
I can do
I
this.
hear there's a lot of issues with her dad, because I think he's the one who has like power of attorney over her or something along those lines. She's bipolar. He's like forcing her to do certain performances or forbidding her to do certain things.
Yeah, it's interesting. I don't know. It's
It's tragic, is what it is. That's too.
Yeah. Well, I hope she's okay. I mean, I don't know what's going on.
She's a mama too, man.
Yeah, it just makes me it makes me.
Yeah, it's a bummer.
It's a bummer.
She lost who she was. A while ago.
She what?
She lost who she was a while ago. She's sort of just existing right now, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of like a shell, which is sad.
Well, I hope she finds. I don't know.
All right.
I just get bummed out.
Me too.
All right.
There are a lot of things to worry about, but
Yeah. I'm sure.
yeah,
You
look
guys,
at this.
I'm sure you guys knew this was going to come. So the U.S. government, Mike Pompeo, is saying that they might actually ban TikTok.
Yeah.
Most popular. It's probably the most popular app right now, right? Right.
Uh-huh.
TikTok.
And why would they ban it? Because the Chinese government can get access to everyone's information?
Yep.
It does, collects data just like most of our apps do, right? Collects data, so they're worried that the data will be grabbed by the Chinese government, Communist Party.
Yeah. They have everything.
So they're actually considering banning that actual app, which is so popular right now.
Well, we have to just invent our own app that has encrypted technology.
It's
I don't think you want the Chinese government getting into everybody's American phone. I don't think that's.
TikTok's big with the younger audience, right? It's not a lot of adults are on there.
Definitely the younger, but then now a lot of older people are getting on it. A lot of celebrities, stars, older stars, they're on it.
Interesting.
But it's also like you don't know what they can, if they can use spy technology to use the phone to watch other things going on.
They're
If you're a
worried.
government official and you have a child who has TikTok on your phone, who the fuck knows?
So they're actually worried that the Chinese government will just seize that information and take it away from those people that are, the users. But yeah, I think all our apps are pretty much susceptible to that too,
Yeah.
Well, all of our data,
Yeah.
Google sells, Facebook sells all our data.
Yeah,
Right.
didn't Facebook get in trouble for that? And they passed a law in California now they can't really do that anymore.
And also, they're TikTok saying that there's an American that's actually in charge of TikTok, so that he wouldn't want to make sure he would want to make sure that nothing like that happens. But of course, the government's going to be really, really cautious about it.
Yeah.
All right. Something else.
Hey, Brennan, you look like you're at an altar where you sacrifice people.
I'm in my basement. Well, I got.
Do you worship? Is that where you worship Satan?
I mean, I can if you want.
Well, you have candles there, dude. They're goth candles. What the fuck is going on?
I don't know what these are, dude. And they're red too. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, are those made from bat blood?
And then we have a live goat over there.
I don't know, dude.
That art is a big. That's a big Nintendo controller.
Or is it just a maze to get closer to Beelzebub?
Maybe.
Do you worship Beelzebub?
You know this, dog.
Beelzebub.
All right, check this out. This is a 73-year-old woman. I'll play some of the stuff that she's doing.
I get over this fucking COVID, I'm gonna be all over this shit.
Let me
I lift weights all day long. I was feeling so fucking good before this.
So man, sucks. Okay.
Dude, this is amazing. There's nothing more annoying than somebody who's sick talking about being sick.
Agreed.
Like, whatever.
All right, give it a sec here still. Here we go.
Start doing deadlifts?
Yeah, she's walking with the giant plates. And then you'll see her do some more stuff here. Look at that. Squat and moves.
Fucking A.
This video sucks because it's not playing the right way, so I'll show you the pictures here.
Yeah, I'm getting mad, Chin.
She's planking there with her 41-year-old trainer.
It's awesome.
And then you see her
Good for her.
handstanding. She's doing a handstand at 70.
Damn.
Yeah.
Just crying.
Damn.
Look at that.
Good for her, dude.
Very inspiring. Okay.
That's Brian Kelly.
Eventually, later.
Oh, yeah.
So Usain Bolt had a daughter recently. You guys know that?
Really?
Super cute name, Olympia, right?
Here we go. No. Olympia Lightning Bolt.
Super cute.
Cutie pie.
A badass name, man.
She's so cute.
All right. Let's go to this real quick. The Fox News had a thing about Ghislaine Maxwell, and they used a picture of Epstein and Melania and Ghislaine, but then they cropped out Trump, and they're apologizing like they did it on an accident. Because Fox News and Trump are they're pretty cool.
Yeah, they're usually pro-Trump.
Yeah, so this is the actual clip.
But yeah, I would say that all three of those things they're three different.
So they purposely cropped them out, but this is the actual thing. Boom, right there.
I mean, both sides do it. CNN has their share of Photoshop bullshit. They all just have an agenda.
All right.
Why didn't Ghislaine Maxwell, or whatever her name is, go to France where where she would have been kind of safe with her billions?
Yeah, that is weird. I thought she was out there for a second and then came back. I don't know.
Well, the question is, maybe she knows something that we don't know. Maybe she's got an ace in the hole. Maybe she already worked out a deal.
Yeah, we'll see, right? Yeah, because she's too smart. She knows they were going to track her down here in the States.
Yeah, she bought a house like driving distance from the DA.
Yeah, it's weird.
So they had to literally come and pick her up in cars. So it's like I think she worked out a deal. I think that names are going to be named.
Oh, yeah.
And it's interesting. I want to see what happens because but the question is.
Hopefully they keep her alive, though.
Well, she's got COVID, dude, and she's 60-something.
Oh, well.
So now she'll be in the hospital. At the end of the day, if she was working and Epstein were working for a foreign intelligence agency, let's say like the Israelis can do what the fuck, the Mossad can get to you, I would imagine.
Yeah.
So I'm not a big conspiracy guy. I don't know if Jeffrey Epstein hung himself. I don't know. I'm not going to get into it. I don't know the details. Rogan was like, look into it, Brian, and Rogan's not even a conspiracy guy, but he actually thinks that Jeffrey Epstein didn't kill himself. So what the fuck do I know? But I will say if Ghislaine Maxwell makes it through this, or she mysteriously dies of COVID.
Yeah, hopefully she makes it through. I want to know what name she has.
What's that?
I said, hopefully she makes it through it because I want to know what fucking information she has.
Yeah, that's the big question.
Yeah.
You're talking about fucking big names.
Big names. I mean,
you're talking about
royalty. You're talking about English royalty.
Huh? Oh, man, you're talking about and if you're talking about underage girls, if you're talking about I don't read a lot of it, but were there 14-year-olds, 15-year-olds?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, there was. That was the problem, right?
Yeah, but there's probably video. I don't know.
That's the conspiracy that they had video running to make sure that
it'd be one thing if it's a bunch of gals who are 20 something, but
it's different, yeah.
Bill Clinton, I don't know. There's got to be very powerful men shitting in their pants right now.
Bill Clinton, and then also because he's with Hillary Clinton, would ruin everything.
True.
Well, Bill Clinton has already got a litany of this, behavior and a history.
All right, this is a very good story. This guy, he sells, I think they're called paletas. When you go you're outside, you see people pushing a little cart with ice cream in it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? I grew up with this. I'm not sure you guys know. In the front yard.
Yeah.
So this guy was selling them. He's almost 70 years old. And then he injured himself not too long ago. So that's why he used to work as a carpenter. And he had to start doing his ice cream job. And then someone found him and they bought all of his, I think they're called paletas, right? They bought all of it and did a GoFundMe account. Why are you laughing, Brandon? They bought all of his stuff and they go, we want you to just enjoy your Father's Day. Just go home and enjoy your Father's Day. Because this was on a Father's Day. So
I love America sometimes.
It's very beautiful. They set up a GoFundMe account and now he has up almost $60,000 in his GoFundMe account.
Sorry.
Okay, Brian.
Yeah.
You might even start a GoFundMe account for Brian's cough.
No shit, man. No shit, boys.
Yeah, that's cool. I got the money now.
There you go, 62 grand, bro.
Hell yeah, dude. That's cool. Shout out to Don.
Yeah. All right. Let's move on to, Floyd Mayweather's on Cameo?
Oh, man.
$1,000?
Guess who charges more than, so he's the second highest charging for Cameo, but there's one person that charges more than.
Who?
Dalia, right?
Any guesses? What?
Dalia.
No. Any other?
Well, Chris was charging $10,000.
Yeah.
Okay.
$50,000.
Right? So,
yeah, he's not gonna. He wasn't. Yeah, he's not.
Who is it, Chin?
no guesses?
No.
Okay, Caitlyn Jenner, 2,500.
No. Whoa, how much? $2,500.
Yeah.
Dude, I charge $100 and always will.
And you donate to charity.
Yeah, I do. Well, lately I've been spending it, but yes. No, I do. I do. I actually haven't spent it, but yes. I've spent on charity a lot of money.
Mm-hmm. I know you guys both do, so that's very nice.
I know, but because I get criticized for it because, yeah. I don't
Who
want to talk about it.
criticizes you, Brian? Over what? Cameo?
No, over my various charities.
Your charity's of choice?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's pretty much it, gang.
That's it, gang. Well, at least we got a quick one today. Hopefully we're in the studio next week. We're gonna have to figure you out, B, if you're still not healthy by next week.
Yeah.
If I do one more Zoom, I'm gonna slit my throat.
I hear you, buddy. I'm sorry. I just got to be responsible and make sure I'm not contagious. Obviously, I'm not going to come into the studio when everybody's.
Oh, no, yeah, we'll
Yeah.
figure it out.
So we need to be careful of that. This is a really weird time in American history. We don't know what's going to happen with this thing. We don't know what's happening with all our businesses. Hollywood's in real trouble, and a lot of the comedy clubs are remaining closed. I was talking to some people who own a lot of clubs this morning, and they don't know what. See, a comedy club can only make money. They can't make money when they're operating at 60%. They can't even break even.
Yeah.
So that's a huge problem. So you're dealing with all these issues, and you've got the state boards of health who don't really know either. Everybody's trying to figure this shit out at the same time. So
It's a weird time, man. I think it's a weird time.
So we're in a holding pattern, kids.
We'll get through it.
It's a weird
Just
summer.
COVID,
Weird summer.
COVID's, we're getting through everything. So
Also,
Yes.
I should probably say that I took 2 tests. I'm just waiting on the results. So people are asking if I took a test to make sure. Yes, of course, I took 2 different tests, and I'm waiting for the results back.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you're feeling okay, Chin.
Thanks, appreciate it.
And
Cat got hurt back already, so that's good.
Yes. All that stuff is really important.
I'm taking another test today, so
Good luck, man.
thank you guys.
All right, guys.
Well, that's it, kids. Oh, I'm taking July off. All July dates have been rescheduled. Salt Lake City,
Me too.
everything's been rescheduled.
Yep.
Yeah, that's it. Is that it, Brian?
That's it, buddy.
All right,
Gotta get
kids.
better.
This is the final kid. We're out.